Good afternoon. I'm calling from the Land of Library. Like I said, Sid, his family's name is on the wall over there in case we need to, get the right people. If Sid wants to come down here and explain who his software developer was, that would be fantastic. And he could bring his phone records from May of 2016. That would be even better. There is a 23-minute interval where my hypothesis is that he was talking to Lynn at the same time. That was when it was amazing. We'll talk about that, but right now we're calling the Internal Affairs Unit, and like I said, the reason I'm doing it like this is because it saves the whole requesting the public records if I'm generating the public record right here. I don't need to go and this is also the bundle of sticks concept. I think it just said slow connection, so I'm going to have to test it before I go live with it. But we're going to be inside, and there's going to be a couple SAPD in there, and I'm going to show them how inefficient it is. Well, this is going to be a lot more efficient than the last time, because the last time was in September, for Christ's sake. I would like to see Nancy and Andrea especially. Andrea doesn't look as good as she used to, or as good as Nancy said. Nancy could probably... Andrea would be... It would be tough going for her to stay outside the number of days from now backwards to, let's just say, 90 days. I'd like to see Andrea stay outside for 90 days. That would be awesome. It would be funny. But I just kind of went off over there. But we're calling San Antonio Police Internal Affairs Unit. I know the case number off the top of my head, by the way. 1577345. 2024 in front of that, by the way. Let's call. Sorry about the lack of smoothness here. 207-7365. I figure it's going to be more difficult also to 207-7365. Is that right? Yes.
Hello, you have reached the Internal Affairs phone system. Si necesita asistencia en español, oprime el número 1. Please select from the following options. If this is an emergency, hang up and dial 911. If you need the non-emergency number or require police assistance, please press 3. If you wish to file a complaint against the San Antonio police officer or to speak to an Internal Affairs sergeant, please press 4.
That's cool.
For all other options,
see, we don't...
wait while I transfer your call.
A sergeant is they're sworn officers. They got something to lose. Not a civilian gatekeeper.
Internal Affairs, Sergeant Mendez.
Hey, Sergeant, my name's Lance Mason. I have several cases that I'd like to file a complaint with, and the larger thing is a theft of intellectual property. This is a multi-billion-dollar case. That's what all of these have to do with, and we can take it from right there. And let me also just say that I'm trying to get y'all to call the FBI, because I know the FBI, when y'all call them, they're going to get right on top of it. When some guy like me calls in there and there's a bunch of false reports floating around saying that, et cetera, then y'all know that the FBI is not going to take my call. But as soon as y'all call them, they'll be on it today. That's what I'm driving towards, and we'll just take it from right there. And let me also just add in finally that I do know the penalty for lying to the FBI, and they would put my ass in prison for the number of times they could get me. I will sit there and camp outside their headquarters, even knowing that. And we just compare these same guys that I'm going to be talking to you about today. Do the same test with them and see how many of them want to talk to the FBI. Okay, I'm done right there. Go ahead, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Mason?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Did your complaint involve an SAPD officer?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, who's the officer?
Well, there's several. One of them is Jeffrey Sullivan. He's the. There's multiple incidents of what I'm talking about. Let's see. That's Jeffrey Sullivan. He's over at the North Substation. Also, Myler, Devin Myler, also from over there. That's one incident from. That's 1577345, and that's just one incident. There's been another. There's multiple incidents, and they're all the common thing is that they don't talk about trade secrets, and that's what the whole thing is. Okay. Also, I'm sorry.
What is your specific complaint?
That they falsified the reports. It's going to be. We're just getting started on that list, by the way. Can you see all the number of cases that? We can just take that case right there. We'll start with that.
Okay. What's the case number?
2024 1577345. Now it's going to take y'all need to go watch the body cam on it and look at the report for it. It's good. I mean, that's the same test you can do to all of them. Watch the body cam, read the report. It's going to be vastly different. Like when they say that I don't have any, I got boatloads of evidence proving what I'm saying. They don't want to see it. On that case, the white binder that he's talking about, if you're looking at the report, the binder that, or does he even talk about that? I've got the damn binder now. It's a maroon binder, but it's got the same people that I'm talking about. Well, since you're looking at that report, there's a medcom alert. That's I'd like to know the origin of that. It seems like the standard is pretty low for that, and it's pretty high for reporting theft of trade secrets. And my stuff is felony all the way. And if y'all call the FBI, well, I mean, you don't even have to. It will get over there as soon as I start telling y'all how to solve the investigative technique. Doesn't involve more than you just call over to Long Point Minerals in Denver, Colorado, and they're not going to have a software developer that did the same thing that I did. See, I've got the source code. Yes.
Mr. Mason?
Yes, ma'am.
What trade secret was stolen?
It was software. I wrote the software that what it does is it captures the mineral interest owners off the regulatory documents. Well, they're not. No, they're documents off of the regulatory body, off the OCC. Anyway, if you pick a square on the ground, I can tell you who owns the mineral interest within that square. And they stole that from me, and I can prove that. You can prove it by calling them and asking them who their software developed, and they don't have one because it was me. Okay, they don't have somebody that they can just insert back in the time period. It's like a receipt. I'm the best receipt there is. I've got the source code. I can prove when I wrote this. See, they won't have any of these things. They won't have any cash disbursements to that person. When somebody writes software, you will write a check for it. They're not going to have that, okay? Because I did it, and all of these they're not going to be able to provide any evidence that anybody else besides me did it. That's the bottom line, and that should be pretty convincing. Okay, so.
Okay, so I'm reading the report that was written.
Yes.
So that's the best number, and the officer indicated in there that you were alleging that the listed address has stolen trade secrets.
That there was evidence from there. The actual trade secrets aren't held there, but Have got the binder that we're talking about right here. Why don't you? Hey, if you're doing that, why don't you watch the body cam and see if they now there's some material omissions here. For example, that the reason I'm reporting abuse, but actually I'm reporting that they got an eviction, but they were holding my car and the title to my car hostage. They wouldn't let me leave. The people that were at their house. That is my former girlfriend's parents' house. I used to live there for a couple years when she went. Okay, I was a member of that household. I used to take the girls to school.
What was the husband's name?
Nancy Davis Lee.
Oh, Nancy Lee. Okay. And so you no longer live there, I presume?
That is true. But they were holding my car and wouldn't let me leave. See, this is 2 years ago now. They're in the conspiracy. They're assisting these other people. Okay, so they got isn't it material if you have a tenant and you're giving them an eviction that you're not letting them take their car? See, I'm from 900 miles away. I'm from Florida. So when you take my car away from me, I'm effectively stranded. I've been stranded for 2 years thanks to this. Okay. So where's that? Show me where that is in the report. And that's basically what I'm talking about half of that time. And you're not going to see a word about that. Okay. So that's you're going to see all kinds of stuff like that when you listen to the body cam and then read that report. It's several omissions like that. Also, that I was the CPA for this guy. It sounds like I'm just some dude off the street. I used to be. Isn't it crazy that I would have the accounting records for a $400 million oil company? That's kind of crazy, but yet it's true. You're not going to see that in that report, however. Okay, I would put that in the report.
Okay, so who are you saying stole these trade secrets?
Well, the father he was a former assistant DA down there. So, his name's Sid Greehey. He's over at 106 Sandow Road. I used to be the accountant over there. Okay. So that's crazy
So how do you know that he stole them?
Well, there are many factors, but you can call over to his place and ask him get him on the record and ask him who was doing his software at that time, because I've got him on the phone with my former business partner at this, like within the same 22-minute interval, if y'all can get him on the hook on that, and then we'll call Long Point Minerals in Denver, Colorado, because that's where it all flowed to. I mean, these guys are in the business of setting up shell companies to.
Okay, so Mr. Mason,
yes.
How do we as a department prove that this individual has stolen that from you?
There's many. We don't have to solve the whole thing right now, by the way. We have to have enough to prove a criminal offense has occurred. Okay, well,
so
okay. Let's see. Are you not allowed to just make an inquiry. If you call Long Point Minerals and they're not able to provide you the name of a software developer, now they went and sold securities based upon that. So that right there, you tell that to the SEC or the FBI. They went and sold securities and they don't know yeah.
Mr. Mason, what information do you personally have to believe and prove that a crime has occurred?
Let me ask you this. How many, are you an expert in theft of trade secrets?
No, sir, I'm not.
Okay. We will continue this. Let me open a case right here. I will get you,
Okay.
I got the source code.
Okay. What's a good address for you, Mr. Mason?
That's been the thing, is that they've taken my car and I'm staying on the street, for Christ's sake. I used to stay.
Okay. You don't have a specific place. You don't stay at Haven for Hope.
No,
anywhere
no,
like
that is the same people that, the Greehey family is who I'm accusing.
Okay. And what's a good contact number for you?
678-813-3806. Isn't that, that is a 10/1/1970.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make an entry of your complaint. If you could, but you're going to have to provide some information on why you believe that this crime has occurred.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That's cool.
But understand that our officers,
Our
officers are not personally involved with this. So,
well, I don't believe that. I believe that there's been an invisible hand, and when y'all see how much money we're talking about, that we'll see. All of them are leaning one direction. Hey, were you able to tell me what that was? The medcom alert. What all that was? 50 minutes before those guys showed up over there, there was already a medcom alert out there. Multi-agent. Did you see that?
I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah. Well, that's where that needs to go to internal affairs, doesn't it? And we're just talking about one case here. That's unusual that they would have that 50 minutes before those guys even showed up. Isn't that unusual?
Okay. Well, I need to see. Let's deal with the first complaint that you have. Okay.
Which one is that?
As far as the criminal offense, the reporting of a criminal offense.
Well,
you need to be able to provide evidence that there's a criminal offense.
Okay, no. Well, I'm providing evidence that there's a criminal offense over there, that there's some official oppression, it looks like. There's a possibility and some evidence tampering. If y'all didn't include anything about the whole eviction, y'all need to look at that body cam, because I believe that there has been a crime committed by your guys. Okay, so can we start right there, and then we get over to we just switch the order of those, and I think it would work out even better. Let's not even talk about. Let's talk about the accuracy of y'all. I'm sorry?
You were illegally evicted? Is that your complaint?
Oh, well, no, there was, my complaint is that it was, the report is, factually inaccurate, and, I believe that it's intentionally so. That it's false report. It's a false report. That's what I'm alleging.
Okay, but what's false about the report?
That there are material omissions. That it doesn't match the.
Okay, but what's omitted?
Huh?
What is omitted?
Remember when I just told you about they didn't mention that that they withheld the title to my car. They committed fraud on the court, is what it is, when they withhold the title to the car, and then don't tell the court. They don't tell the.
I'm confused, because you were talking about the trade secrets. So I pulled up the report that you gave me. The officer indicated in the account that you talked about that there were stolen trade secrets. So
Right.
part of that is
Now,
correct.
Okay. We're recording. So I'm just letting you know that we're live on Facebook. So I thought that I had explained that. That the overriding thing is the trade secrets. The instant thing, the reason I'm calling internal affairs is because the falsified report. I thought we had that already.
Okay, but that's what I'm asking you is what is falsified on the report?
The material omissions, for one thing, and I listed a couple. Did you not remember me talking about the fact that it would be crazy for me to have the accounting records for 400 million? Do you not remember me saying that? Do you not remember me talking about them holding the car title and they would not give me my car back and still push through an eviction? And that is abuse. If it was your daughter, I guarantee you would think it was abuse. I thought we had all of that squared away. And I am aware of the techniques. The techniques of, like you just did right there, acting all confused and stuff. But we'll be able to replay this. Okay. So, and it's all live on Facebook right now anyway. And I think the FBI should be looking at y'all. I'm doing this so we don't have to go through the whole, requesting the records like I've had to do on this. It's taken months. And the city attorney's lying to me. So anyway, I think the FBI should be on top of this right here. Okay, so what I think y'all should do is look, and let me get your name and badge number if I could.
Sure, Sergeant Mendez.
Uh-huh.
And it's 3009.
Okay, so what I want to do, if I can, you guys look at the body cam tonight and compare it to the report, and y'all see if it looks okay. And then I'll call back tomorrow, and everybody, hopefully including the FBI, can look at this video that's going out live right now. They can look at it, and then we'll come back tomorrow and see what you come up with. Okay?
Okay.
Is that cool?
Okay.
Awesome. Hey, thanks a lot for your time.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, no problem, sir. You take care.
Okay. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See? I think that we increased the quality by by putting it live on Facebook. Talk to you later.